afternoon, good morning. Welcome to the Army. Welcome to Full Time Sports Network. Welcome to the Wolves versus Arsenal match preview. We're back again, as always. The game is tomorrow at 7:30. They're setting up everything at the moment at the stadium, due to the fact I live right next to it. So yeah, I know pretty much everything about the setup at the moment. But yeah, hope everyone is doing well. Before we start about the preview, for people that are unaware. Unfortunately, there was some sad news regarding Arsenal Football Club today regarding our former chairman, who has sadly passed away, and I have done this for him. So Sir Chips Keswick sadly passed away 2 days ago. So yeah, we've created this. So born John Chippendale Linley Keswick, Sir Chips was a very successful banker. He became good friends with our former chairman, Peter Hillwood, who he took over from in 2013 at Arsenal. Sir Chips retired in 2020 himself. Retirement allowed him to spend time with his family and truly enjoy his true passion, which was horse racing. He was a successful owner of racehorses. So Chips will be greatly missed by everyone who knew him, and we at the Armory TV extend our deepest sympathies to his wife, Lady Sarah, and their children, David, Tobias, and Adam. So yeah, sad news. For people that are unaware, he was big part of Arsenal Football Club behind the scenes. Big up to Chris. Big up everyone. Hope you're all well. For once it's sunny here in Carlisle, which is a shock. Well, there you go. Should have put money on it, mate. Should have put money on it. I'm sure you could probably put bets on if you're going to get a nice day in Carlisle. Hope you're doing well, though, mate. Right, let's get into the actual game itself. So, obviously, playing Wolves away tomorrow night. Thank you very much, mate. Appreciate that. Thoughts are with Sir Chip's family and friends. Exactly, mate. Big up to you. Right. So since the Premier League started, we've played Wolves 19 times, drawn with them 3. Wolves have had 3 wins, 2 at home, 1 away, 13 Arsenal wins, 6 at home, 7 away. Our recent meetings have been this, mainly at the Molineux. We'll talk about 2-0 win at the Molineux and 1-0 win before that. We've beaten them 3 times at home as well. So currently in 5 meetings, they have not even managed to get draw. What I need to see tomorrow is a performance. I need to see the performance that these lads are up for it, up for the challenge, up to the last day. We just need to keep fighting. If we lose the champion, don't become champions by 2 points, then I'm absolutely fine with it. We just need to win every single game now, and that is what's important to me. Form guy for both teams. Ours is obviously looking a little bit better. Obviously, we had that 2-0 defeat at home to Aston Villa, where it just, we beat Brighton 3-0 away, beat Luton 2-0 at home, drew away at Man City, and beat Brentford at home. Wolves have drawn away at Nottingham Forest, got beaten by West Ham at home, drew away at Burnley, lost the West Midlands derby to Aston Villa, and just beat Fulham 2-1. And to be fair, that Fulham performance, Fulham were up for it. They were really good that game, so they were lucky to get the win that day, if I'm honest. Where both teams are at the moment is obviously very different. Wolves are 11th, very safe. No chance of them getting relegated now. They're in 11th. They have won 12, drawn 7, lost 13. Average goals scored per game is 1.44. Average goals conceded is 1.59. 5 clean sheets and chances created per game is 1.56. Second for Arsenal, 22 wins, 5 draws, 5 losses. Average goals scored is 2.34. Average goals conceded is 0.81. 14 clean sheets and 2.19 chances created per game. Big cool to see right outside your door. It is a bit of a weird one, mate. I have to be honest. It's weird when I actually can't go and see it. Wolves have some of their players coming back. Wolves only have top 10 finish to play for. Very hard place to win at. It is. Semedo, Dawson, Kuna, Neto out. Huang and Nuro probable be tough match. Semedo usually plays well against us. To be fair, he does. I feel it frustrating. If Arsenal don't win there, they're done in terms of winning title. We have to win every single game now, mate. It's simple as that. Big up to Com saying has 0-0 written all over it. That's all I'm going to say to Colm. Thank you very much, mate. That's what I'm going to say to you. But as Moss was saying, the injury list is quite huge for Wolves. They've got Neto out, Dawson out, Balagada out, who I actually think is a very good, talented player, to be fair. Semedo is out, Kuna is out, Hwang Hee-chan is a doubt, but will be playing. But I think he's only got like 45 minutes in him. So I think maybe 60 minutes will be a big push. Nori is a doubt. And with the state of the squad, I would suggest that we'll try their utmost to get him in it. But yeah, it's not looking good for Wolves, if I'm honest. Timber is obviously just a doubt now, but he will be playing in under 21's game on Monday night. So yeah. Oh, hang on. Cheers, mate. Nice. I'm going to write that down now. So I'm not ignoring you. I'm just writing it down now before I forget, because I always have a problem forgetting. There's big issues. I want you guys to win. Don't hand City the title. I must have been only positive Liverpool fan yesterday after. Yeah, we didn't go through, but we played well first half. But Atalanta woke up and restricted the second half. So happy with the fresh Timber news. Yeah, like I said last week, for me, he could be on the bench now, but we're just being very, very cautious. We did the same with Partey. We did the same with Tommy, giving them 60 minutes under 21s and see how we get on. If he comes through that 60 minutes unscathed, then it wouldn't surprise me if we see him on the bench fairly soon, if I'm honest. Havertz and then Tross off bench to win it 2-0. I like that. I like that a lot. And Nori and Wang will be fit in mine. Yeah. They're doubts, but yeah. You're in form. All news I heard worked his arse off. He's been fit, I'd say, for about I'm trying to think when he came back. He was doing training December, and then I think he's been doing like contact training since early March. So for me, he's ready. Now, obviously, for Arsenal, we all know about ACLs, especially with the women's game. Now, we haven't had 100% success at reading the recovery. Mead has been okay. Miedemeier, not so okay. So we're a bit hit and miss with ACLs. So I think we're doing it the right way with urine. We don't have this option with the Arsenal women where we can like put them in like a behind the closed door match because they just don't do it. But yeah, I think if he gets through that unscathed 60 minutes, I think we'll see him on the bench sooner rather than later. Colm is going 3-1 to the Arsenal. Thanks, Colm. I'll write that down before I forget. Nori, who's strongly linked to Liverpool, shock horror. Another Wolves player will link to Tsimikas replacement potentially. It's going to cost quite a lot of money though, so that's a big hefty amount for a Tsimikas replacement, in my opinion. But yeah, you're right, and Carl wrong. He is. You said that, not me. I'm just saying. He is 100% if he is going into under 21s, as they would not risk that now. He's 100%. He's been 100% for quite a while now. So I've got no issues with him at all. I personally would just play him. If it was just me, that's just me. I'm an impatient little bugger. Can we get a shock draw at this point? God. I just want a really good performance. I want performances now. I just want constant performances. Obviously, we've got Chelsea next week. Unfortunately, some of the Arsenal fans are setting themselves up to be bantered extremely heavily here. But if we were to lose that game, I'm sorry, that will be a shock, even for me. You're in Fulham Timbers. It's a process. He has been scrimmaging, so no, it's a real game to test out and see how he recovers. He's probably in best shape, been in a long time, mate. He's impeccable right now. Honestly, I've never seen him so fit. With our string of losses, it's time to bring the alternative. No, it's not, Temi. Temi, no, it's not. I love you, but no. Declan 35-yard screamer and a Saka double, I reckon. Don't put money on it, mate. Don't put money, because you'll only have a moan at me. You'll only have a moan at me and just blame Arsenal Football Club for you losing money. This is Big Chelsea, not worried. I'll be honest, mate, when it comes to playing the big boys, they seem to turn up and it pisses me off. I'll really be honest. It really pisses me off. Because if you were a Chelsea fan and like you've had a crap season and you go to Man City, you go to United, you go to the big boys and you perform, you think, what the hell are you doing against the smaller teams? It's just, I'm glad I'm not a Chelsea fan. Honestly, it would so frustrate me, because if Arsenal were doing it, I'd be honest. I'll be so furious. Arsenal and Liverpool got nasty games this weekend. Both need to win. If both win, then both confidence will be back up. 100%, Chris. Too late for you git. Oh god. Liverpool have never beaten a marker a silver team away from home in all competitions. Ooh, that is interesting news. Right, let's get on to my 5 to watch. Now, I'll be honest, this was not easy. With the amount of injuries Wolves have got, this was not that easy, to be fair. No disrespect to Wolves, but my favourite players are actually out. So this was not that easy, but I've managed it. I've managed it. Okay, before I get into it, Liverpool at Fulham and Everton, who has hurt feelings and love to screw their neighbours combined. There will be a challenge. Basically, my 5 to watch will be in the challenge team. I've already put my 5 Wolves players in. I haven't actually done it yet. What I will say, Moss, it is a 5-3-2 formation, because obviously we're going to go with the Wolves formation because they're the home team. So the one that was agreed was a 5-3-2. So if you can manage to do that, put it in by the end of the show and I'll bring it up. But yeah, it's a weird one this week. So it's a 5-3-2. I am allowing a bit of creativity where people can play. So Sarabia and Amrio have been quality. Yeah, I'll be honest. Look, obviously I live in Wolves, so obviously I speak to Wolves fans. They were really worried about this season, but I think they've done all right. And what they needed to do was survive this season, sell some of their big players this summer, which would be a Neto. Trying to figure out else they could sell. João Gomez, and then reinvest it wisely. That's what I would say. But you have to do a 5-3-2. So it's the home formation, whatever home team it is. If it's Arsenal, then it's obviously our formation. But I give the home advantage to the home team. So it's Wolves this weekend. So we're going to call it 5-3-2 this weekend. Goals, the Wolves to watch. Zhao, Hee-chan, free ball boy, 4 ball, 76-year-old Derek Saty Road. I need to get through with this show at this rate. Call it Fernangle. I can't even say it, mate. If Leverkusen win the unbeaten treble, would you take Alonso at Arsenal and sack Arteta? I wouldn't sack Arteta at the end of the season. Next season is where he then has to step up again. For me, not right now. Hang on, sorry. For some reason, StreamYard's been the right nana right now. There we go. Need reinvest proper for their manager that they keep now, perhaps. Old Wolfie Derek Cheese. Basically it's Derek. Oh god. Anyway, let's try crack on and ignore Derek. God. Yeah, so basically they need to sell some of their big players and then they reinvest it and hopefully reinvest it wisely. Don't do a Fabio Silva type signing because he's just rubbish. He looks rubbish at Rangers, and I can say that I watch him there because obviously I'm a Rangers fan. So yeah, he's awful. 35 million quid they wasted on him. So hopefully they keep away Derek Zeno. Oh, I love it. Anyway, let's crack on with this. God, you lot are nuts. Right, so obviously João Gomez, he will be probably leaving Wolves this summer. Might be to bigger pastures in the Premier League as well, but he is a talented young man. Pablo Sarabia, yeah, he's 31 now, but he's done bits. He has hit and miss games, if I'm honest, for Wolves. But yeah, he's a threat. He's a threat. Let's move on to the next one. Max Kilman, 26 now. Can't believe he's 26, but yeah, he's 26 now. Obviously, discovered quite late as well. He's quite discovered about 22, I think, which is quite late for someone that's brought up into the Premier League. But yeah, hard-working defender, has an error in him or two. Without Dawson, he's going to be very important tomorrow night. Mario Lemina, he's quality. I really do like him. He's really hard-working midfielder. And the final one, Hee-Chan Wang. I love him. I'd always love him. He's not like your typical striker that'll get loads of goals, but he's someone that will find the space and just score a scorcher now and then, and it is now and then. But yeah, anyone that goes for the Red Bull system, I always keep an eye on because they have got the greatest scouts, in my opinion. Right, the important battles, in my opinion. I did have to change this because Matheus Cunha was obviously just announced this morning that he's out. So obviously you'll see that on the next slide. Top scorer, it's not Cunha anymore because it's now Hwang. So Declan Rice, total duels won for him per game is 4.0, 6.1 for João Gomez. So obviously you can see how hard-working he is. He's very hard-working midfielder. David Raya, saves per game is 1.4. Goals prevented is in the minus, still 2.72. Jose Sarr has actually saved some goals for Wolves, 4.72. That's kind of what he does, but you can kind of see the difference. Like the 71% is the passing accuracy. You can see the difference in the type of style of goalkeeper, where like I've seen some Arsenal fans saying, "Oh, I'd take Jose Sarr." No, I wouldn't, because his passing accuracy is awful, 59%. It's just nowhere near. And I'll be honest, Reyes isn't anywhere near where I need it to be. It needs to be 80 plus. But 71, it's getting better because I think a few weeks ago we were on 67. Last time was 70. So he's getting better. He's getting more confident now, which I like. He doesn't make so many errors now, thankfully. The icing on top, obviously, top goal scorers. Saka is obviously ours. Hee-Chan Wang is their second highest goal scorer, but because Cunha is not playing, I can't really talk about him because, well, he's not really playing against us. But Hwang's goal conversion is quite impressive, 27%. That is very, very impressive. I believe Haaland's is 20. I think he gets 1 in 5. Hwang is less than 1 in 4. It's really impressive. The magic maker is Saka with the assists with 8 and Sarabia on 7 for Wolves. So yeah, they are the battles. I think they're the important battles for me. But yeah, let's move on. Let's have a look. Derek is great. He's over 2,000 appearances at Wolves. That's never scored, but he's the definition of one to watch. Seriously, what is the point of Fabio Vieira if he's ever going to play? It feels like he was an Edu sign and Arteta doesn't want him. Right, so Fabio Vieira will probably be sold this summer. He might be used as a negotiating tool regarding someone coming in. So I don't think we'll see Fabio Vieira in an Arsenal shirt next season. I think he will leave. Now, whether or not it's with a loan with an obligation to buy, it could be, or it could be used to lower the fee for someone that we're trying to get. So yeah, it definitely wasn't one specific person that wanted him. There was talent. We all saw it. We've all seen it. James has seen it. He is talented. He's very good with his feet. He's got a brilliant eye for a pass. He's just not strong enough, and he hasn't bulked up enough as what we would have liked. So probably, unfortunately, not the greatest signing in the end. I think we'll probably literally break even with him. We might make a small loss, like overall, but other than that, be fine. Probably to do more with Derek's age, though, to be fair, you and Derek, more than footballing ability. What's this? Oh, okay. Actually, Moss, I'll come back to that. I'll star it and I'll come back to that because it might match with someone else. I wouldn't sign Raya on a permanent basis. Let him return to Brentford, which is his level. That definitely won't happen due to the fact the wages he's on now. Brentford couldn't even afford it. Oh, sorry, mate. I've done it again. Hang on. I've started. I'll come back to it. Yeah, but Haaland isn't great. He's just a goal scorer. Yeah. When next we're going to do team ratings, his as will be called because big chances missed. When I do the season review at the end of the season, I will go into more details on all their stats, and that will be a stat I will be using. Not to like point at them and just go look, but that will be something that we need to look at. I think we will strengthen in the summer. We'll definitely strengthen in the forward line. So yeah, especially when Derek tucks into pies at half time. We're not big pie lovers up here, to be fair, mate. We're more like pork baps and that kind of stuff. We're not really big pie lovers in the West Midlands. Must see TV. Agreed. Oh, hang on. What's going on here? Sorry, my StreamYard's being really weird. Have you seen? Oh God. I have no time. I have no time, mate. I'll be honest. Exactly, Chris. I said to Luca, he not AFC, he is FFC, Flip Flop Club. One day he the worst. The next thing we'll win it. Yeah, he really is a interesting character. Arteta has done a brilliant job at Arsenal. My only problem is he the man to cross the line? I'm not sure. That is where I struggle. I struggle to see that. I'd loan Fabio to rebuild some of his value, or use him as a make weight in another transfer. Talented player, but not cut out for the Premier League. 100%. I think we will use him. The funny thing is, the club that we will probably sell him to is something that is perfectly suited for him. So yeah. We'll wait and see. We'll sell out and see on. My team, pick anyone. It doesn't matter anymore. It always matters, Tim, to me. Always matters. Right, let's get into your chat. Oh, hang on. Yeah, time to give ESR and Fabio some minutes, no matter what. Both will be leaving this summer, mate. Be prepared. There is a lot of discussions regarding Trossard and Zinchenko. Like I've said in the group WhatsApp, be prepared to be upset with some people that leaves. Next season is the season for Arteta. Needs to do something 100%. 100%. At the end of next season, if he's achieved nothing, nah, gone. Fabio to Doncaster Rover. You heard it here first. But they need to be shown. I don't think we can build any more of their market value. I think we're quite lucky with Smith Rowe, where he had the under-21 championships just last summer. So we've still got that memory, let's say, for people that were trying to buy him. But yeah. Fabio, I'll be honest, I don't know his market value. I'll have to look it up and I'll put it in the WhatsApp group at some point. We are the Arsenal. Return of the Rovers. Yeah, Doncaster Bells. That's all I'm saying. Doncaster Bells. Right, let's have a look. We ain't won the league in 20 years, so I am more than upset about that. Got to be ruthless. I am not into selling low. We've been there, done that. Yeah, look. I don't see us selling like really well. I just think we'll sell okay. Does that make I don't think we'll lowball anyone. I don't think we'll get a low value for any of our people that leave, but I think we'll just about hit market value, which I'll be fine with. If we can manage market value this summer, I'll be chuffed for that, because we haven't been doing that for a while. So, yeah, if we can just get market value, I'll be happy. But yeah, I hate talking about market value. It's like selling them like stocks, but it is what it is. Right, let's get into your chosen lineups. Now, everyone knows I'm a harsh scorer, so do apologise. So no one will get anything higher than an 8. You know my rules. We have no left back. We have no striker. So maximum score is an 8 already. Right, let's start with the first team. Florence, Steve B, Barry, Tim, Tom W, and Brezzy and Brenny have gone with Raya, White, Saliba, Gabriel, Tomiyasu, Partey, Rice, Odegaard, Saka, Martinelli, Havertz, easy and 8. That's simple. Jordan. Now, Jordan's trying to like weird me out. Last week he did pick Cedric. I think I gave him a 6. Yeah. This week he's trying a different tactic, quite clearly. Using the fact that I love the youth players a lot. Right, so he's gone with Raya, White, Saliba, Gabriel, Tomiyasu, Lewis Skelly, Rice, Nwaneri, Koji Dubry, Martinelli, and Obi Martin. This is hard because I love them, but I just think like too many at once is a bad idea, because they're not all ready at the same time, if that makes sense. You need to like integrate them slightly, give them 30 minutes here, 30 minutes there. Nwaneri is the only one that's actually played some minutes, not a lot, but he's played some. Lewis Skelly would be a debut. Koji Dubry would be a debut. Obi Martin would be a debut. It would be a shock. It would be a massive shock if that team come up tomorrow even. I would have to give it a 7. I can't give it a 6 because there's no Cedric, so at least it's not a 6. It is good, and I would like to see it, but I just don't think it's a good idea against Wolves. Wolves have got nothing to play for. But yeah. I'm sorry, Jordan. You're trying to really break my mind up to where you are. Right, let's move on to Dominic, Neil, Ebb, Ken, Tom, and Satvik, who have gone on Ramsdale, Tomiyasu at right back, Saliba, Gabriel, Kivior, Partey, Rice, Odegaard, Jesus, Trossard, and Havertz. No issues with that. That's an 8. Tony, Steve, Jonas, Richard, and James H. Gone with Raya, White, Saliba, Gabriel, Tomiyasu, Rice, Odegaard, Smith, Rose, Saka, Trossard, Havertz. I'll be honest, got no issues with that either. So that's an 8. I'll find it on my piece of paper. That's an 8. Got no issues with that. Perry, Juliet, Susanna, Colin, and Rain have gone with Raya, White, Saliba, Gabriel, Cine, Partey, Rice, Nwaneri, Saka, Trossard, Havertz. This is nothing to do with Nwaneri, by the way. I have to go with a 6. I can't see Cine in it. I can't see Cine as a left back. I just can't. Sorry. Tristan, Stewart, Paul, Will, and TJ have gone with Raya, Waters, Saliba, Gabriel, Kivior, Jorginho, Rice, Odegaard, Jesus. And I'll be honest, even with Eddie up front. Okay. I'm going to have to go with 7, actually, thinking about it. I've got no issues with Waters at all. Waters is looking amazing. It's the Eddie thing. And it's not because I don't think Eddie can do it. He can't do it at Arsenal. He will be sold. However, this type of game would be the kind of game for him. But with Wolves playing 3 at the back, he'd literally be swallowed up by him. Kilman, I think it's going to be Bueno and Toti Gomez. I think he'll just be swallowed up, I'll be honest. So yeah, that's a 7, only because I think Eddie would just struggle. against those three, in my opinion. Miguel, Kelly, Zaina, Holly, and Ken S have gone with Raya, White, Saliba, Gabriel, Tomiyasu, Rice, Odegaard, Fabio Vieira, Saka, Martinelli, and Havertz. Going to disappoint some people here, but that is a... I'm going to go with an 8 because I think Fabio, that would suit Fabio. Odegaard will do all the legwork and all the hard work, and then Fabio can just do the little pretty stuff. Lee, D, Chris, Mark A, John, Karen, and the silver one have gone with Rare, White, Saliba, Gabriel, Tomiyasu, Jorginho, Rice, Odegaard, Saka, Trossard, and Obi Martin. Now, I'm going to probably contradict myself a little bit here, but Eddie would struggle. Obi Martin, because of his height, I don't think he would struggle. I think he could do it. Plus, the defenders won't know him, which will be a bonus. So I'm going to give that an 8. I have no issues with that at all. Right, let's move on to the next one. Matt, Ao, Romain, Mohammed, Luke H, and Nicholas have gone with Ramsdale, Waters, Saliba, Gabriel, Tomiyasu, Rice, Odegaard, Smith Rowe, Saka, Martinelli, and Jesus. That's easily a 8 as well. I need to find them on my piece of paper. Where is it? There we go. 8. Right. Carlos, Ben, Andy, Mikhail, Sean, Ruth, Matt H, and Gumza have gone with Raya, White, Saliba, Gabriel, Tomiyasu, Partey, Rice, Odegaard, Saka, Jesus, and Havertz. 8. Not a problem with that. Albert, Mehmet, Andrew, Max, Karoon, and Anthony have gone with Raya, White, Saliba, Gabriel, Tomiyasu, Partey, Rice, Odegaard, Havertz on the right, Trossard, and Nketiah. I'm going to stick with what I said earlier about Eddie. So it's a 7. Raya, Waters, Robert, Mark S, Hugo, and Lee have gone with this one. Raya, Waters, Saliba, Gabriel, Kivior, Jorginho, Rice, Odegaard, Saka, Martinelli, and Jesus. That is an 8. Got no issues with that. Let's move on to the next one. Boo, Paul D, John, Claire, Jack, and Neil have gone with Ramsdale, White, Saliba, Gabriel, Tomiyasu, Jorginho, Rice, Odegaard. No Odegaard. Rice, Smith Rowe, Saka, Martin, and Jesus. No issues. No issues. I was slightly in an R in there, but no. I think, yeah, that'll be fine. That'll be fine. 8. Takahiro and Tolly have gone with Raya, White, Saliba, Gabriel, Tomiyasu, Partey, Rice, Odegaard, Saka, Trossard, and Jesus. That is an 8. And I think I've got a feeling this is Luke's. Yeah, Luke's is all by himself. Now, I hope Luke's kind of disappeared for a minute. I'll be honest. Obviously, I can't see the comments at the moment, so because I'm on a different screen. So, Raya, White, Saliba, Gabriel, Tomiyasu, Partey, El Neni, Jesus, Smith Rowe, Martinelli, and Havertz. So it's a 4-2-3-1. Right, let's think about this. It's the El Neni one. I'm obviously the formation I've got absolutely no issues with. I think that's a great formation. It's the El Neni. Up against probably Hwang, Sarabia. All right, 8. Yeah, I think El Neni will handle that pretty well, to be fair. Right, so I do apologise. I've missed loads of comments because I'm on a different screen, so I can't really see them all. Right, let's have a look. Let's have a look-see. So there are enough players to sell. If not getting dollars right for Rami, ESR, Vieira, then don't force it. We won't force it. I think we will... I think we'll buy quite a lot before we sell, because we will have a set price in mind, and I'm sure there's going to be some people that try and lowball us and stuff like that. It's football negotiations at the end of the day. But I think we'll buy more than we sell, and then we'll sell quite hard at the end to obviously cover the cost of what we've outlaid. So, yeah, I think we'll be all right. Hey, don't forget the men's. We are 1 point behind playoffs, and we are playing them tomorrow. Come on, you Rovers. Is that It's what I do. Investments. Yeah, I know, mate. Yeah, mine. Oh, okay, cool. So yours has already been scored. Excellent stuff. Brilliant stuff. Thanks for noticing, mate. Hope they are football gods and Barrage to playoffs. Would not mind seeing the Waneri on late for Odegaard. Yeah, I wouldn't mind that. I'd love to see Jordan. I would love it, and I get what he's trying to do because last week he did Cedric, and it really upset me. But it was the fact that he's gone full on. Mind you, I'll tell you what. Did he miss? Hang on. I'll tell you what's funny. He's missed the one that I actually do think is like prime and ready to literally step into the team right now, which is Raw Waters. I think he is literally right now. Kozia, some of the others, I think like they need like 30 minutes here and there just to see. But yeah, I can't believe he's not even picked Wall. You know what, Jordan? I'm putting you down to 6 now. No. I met Kozia Dubry family, lovely, but he is tiny. He is tiny. He is hopefully going to be my new dirty winger. But however, with Kozia, I'm not 100% sure he's staying because he's out of contract in the summer, and it's slightly concerning that we have not signed him up yet. There are teams like Newcastle, Dortmund are all looking at him. So hopefully we don't lose him because he's, for me, one of the highest talents in our academy right now. Should still play strong team if you're not mathematically out of it. I think we're just trying to I give people freedom. I had made a little bit of a joke this morning about give me your GPS coordinates if you pick Cine, but at the end of the day, it's people's choices, and I do get it. Like with the bit of the rotation, because we have got Chelsea next week in midweek as well, so we have got a lot of games in a lot of short space of time. So I kind of get it as well. Like what's why is he laughing here? I can see why he's laughing now. Sod off. 6. It's 6. I actually like Satfix. Satfix was quite good. I can't remember. Yeah, Satfix I quite like. It's all gun ho, isn't it? Jesus on the right, Trussell on the left. I quite like it. Resting White, I think that's quite wise. I think we could do with him against Chelsea, to be fair. Let's have a look. God's sake, Timmy. God. All right. Timmy has put. God's sake. I'm not scoring this. I'll be honest, I'm not scoring this. Flapstyle, Cedric, Kivior. That's left back. Lewis Skelly, El Nelly, Jorginho, Fabio Sacco Jr., BCM. Who's the ex-BCM? And Reece Nelson. Real team against who? Or have the Lord in as one match loan and play him up. I know you want about. You can sod off. Not you, come on about Colm. When I see Eddie come on and we need a goal, the ref might as well play full time. Yeah, I wasn't happy when he came on the other day. And I know people have been laughing about my reactions because he came on, because it is a case of he came on and that's about it. He's got an extra bit of money because of his appearance bonus, but honestly, it's a joke. Right, alternative team. Raya, Tomiyasu, Galiba. I love that. White, Rice Party, Odegaard, BCM. Who's BCM? I'm trying to think who BCM is here. Can anyone help me? Martinelli, Trossard, 2-0 defeat. God's sake. When the silver one picked Obi Martin, I thought he'd be the only one, but interesting to see how many picking him, not against it, of course. Obviously, when I saw it, I already knew. I had a couple of teams already with it. And it's because of how good he's been in the under 21s, under 18s. So, yeah, for me, I'd go with it. I like 4-2-3-1, but would just adjust players a little bit. Yeah. Last thing Arsenal and Liverpool want to do is give some players who've not played a chance to drop points, and City drop points too. Yeah, exactly. Very, very quick ACD. Team is what the match they're playing Sunday League to Wolfies with. Ah, okay. Big chances missed. Got ya. Thank you. Makes sense now. Makes sense. Right. Right. So we're going to talk about now what I think will happen. Now, let's quickly cover the Arsenal team. This is what I think Arteta might go with. So he might go with, this is might, not a guaranteed might. Raya, White, Saliba, Gabriel, Zinchenko, bleh. Jorginho, Odegaard, Rice, Saka, Havertz, and Jesus on the left. Now, I think for me, the big question mark will be obviously the left-hand side, because I think the rest of the team, they will be that. Jesus, it's not been working with Martinelli, and I'll be honest, I don't think it's really working that well for Trossard. So I'm hoping he goes with Jesus on the left, because he's not a striker. We all know this. So put him somewhere where he can cause havoc. And he's going to be likely up against like Mac Doherty or Bueno or someone of that caliber. And he should be able to have some fun there. Zinni at left back, it wouldn't surprise me because he loves the way that Zinni plays. I still think he will be sold in the summer, though, saying that, only because Timber's going to be back and we are looking at a left back. So that says to me, I can't see how Zinni fits in the team next year. And there is no, I know we've all been about squad depth and stuff like this, but Zinni literally would not get in the team, like literally. We've got some players coming through, which will probably give chance next season, like Lewis Skelly. I'm sure I think he'll replace El Neni in the squad. So we won't see much of him, but he'll be there and around the team. Let's move on to Wolves. Now, Wolves one is a very tricky one because they are lacking a lot of players. So, Jose Sarr in goal, Doherty right back, Bueno the centre back, Kilman, Toti Gomez, and Hugo Bueno the left back, because Aït-Nouri probably won't play. However, obviously, I've got a feeling Aït-Nouri will probably play the first half, play up to like 60 minutes, and then rest him. The midfield probably will be something like this: Doyle, João Gomez, and Lemina. Sarabia, I would assume, would drop back a little bit and help those three. And I'm going to guess it's going to be Hwang. But if not, it will be the young Irish lad, Fraser, who has played some part minutes for Wolves. And that's always never that great when you've got a youngster up against you, because you just never know. Right, let's have a look what people have been saying. Tommy and Partey, I think what annoyed me last weekend, I'll be honest, is we didn't give Partey like 30 minutes. I think Partey would have been really helpful against Bayern Munich. And the fact we didn't give him any minutes said to me that we're never going to play him against Bayern Munich. So, yeah, it's annoying. But I want Tommy at left back all day long. Saka needs a rest or coming off the bench. He definitely needs a rest. Can we still pick players who are doubt for the challenge, for example? No. That is the rules. So no doubts. No doubts, no outs. Moss, if you have put a doubt or an out, let me know and change the team before I bring it up, because I haven't looked at it yet. I literally just started. After a poor run of results, I am normally predicting a 4-0 defeat, but I'm strangely feeling hopeful about tomorrow. So I am saying 2-1 to the Arsenal. Okay. 2-1 to the Arsenal. Written it down. Okay, let's have a look. That Doyle ain't bad too. Former Man City. Well, no, actually, he's on loan from Man City, isn't he? He hasn't actually signed him. Yeah, so he's a Man City lad. He did very well in the lower leagues as well, to be honest. So he's very good. Come on, Martinelli, Saka, Tross. We need a really good performance this weekend. Fabio's good enough to start against Wolves. He is for me. Joe's got to go with Jordi. Yeah, you'd think so, wouldn't you? But I just feel that Partey would be really helpful against Chelsea. I just feel the big threat in the Chelsea lineup, we all know it, is Cole Palmer. We need to find a way to stop that little so and so. But yeah, Arteta won't play him though. Probably won't. Tell me, I'm writing it, and if it happens, mate, I'm coming for you. I'll be honest, I'm coming for you, mate. I know you're doing your reverse psychology, but if that happens, I'm coming for you. Simple as that. Right, let's do this challenge. It will be me taking part. And I'll look at Moss's as well. But yeah, let's do this challenge. All right, before we get into it, big up to the 67 people currently watching. Mad numbers on Twitter at the moment. We are just seem to be Twitter people now, which is a wonderful place to be. Unless you're talking about the Arsenal, then it's not such a great place to be. But it's great for views. So thank you very much, people watching on Twitter. I really appreciate the love. Right, let's have a look at this. Right, so I have put my 5 to watch in there. So I've put Kilman in the back, Lamina, Sarabia I've dragged into midfield, João Gomez, and I've just realised I can't even have him, can I? Oh, bugger. Oh, no, I can't have my 5 to watch, can I? Bugger. I've screwed myself over now. Oh, no. Okay. Bugger. Oh, God. What do I do? What do I do? Okay. 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 Aha. I have a way around this, and it's only because I love his trainers. If you know anything about Matt Doherty, he has some amazing taste in trainers. I see him a lot locally. So, yeah, big up to Matt. Anyway, so I'm going to put Matt at left back. There we go. That's how I'm going to sort that out. There we go. Sorted. Right. So my goalkeeper is going to be Ramsdale. I'm sorry. I'm going to upset people, but I want my goalkeeper to be a goalkeeper. Ben White, obviously. Doesn't even need thinking about Saliba and Gabriel, obviously. Gabriel. There we go. Right, what we get left? We've got 2 forwards left. Okay. I'll be honest. I would have Trossard up there, and I would have Little and Large. I would have Havertz and Trossard, and I'd have Havertz just dropping back a little bit, so like a Bergkamp type, with Trossard just in front of him. So that's what I would do. So this is my team. You got Ramsdale in goal, White, Saliba, Kilman, Gabriel, Doherty, Lamina, Sarabia, João Gomez, Havertz, and Tross. Now it is my team, so I can score it an 8. So yeah, that's my team. I think that's decent enough, to be honest. Yeah, I would say just change it for me, Moss, because otherwise you will fail the thing. So yeah, big up to you. So if you could just change them quickly, because the rules are, if they're a doubt, they're not allowed to be picked. The rules are the rules. I stick with the rules. Com's saying put Derek in. Let's have a look. Put Sarr in. Well, if you change yours now, Moss, because I've got time, because I've got a couple of squads to go through, and I've got Chris's now to go through, so we'll have a look at Chris's. Let's take mine off, because I don't need to see that anymore. I know, but the rules are the rules. They're on a doubt list. If they're on the injury list, and they're literally on the injury list, I get to see the injury list. They're literally on it. That's how I use the rules. So if they're not on the injury list, they can play, but they're on it, so they can't play. They can't take part in the challenge. That's what I'm saying. Right. It makes you think a little bit more about the squad, that little bit more harder. So Give you a few minutes, mate. Right, so let's have a look at Chris's. I need to zoom this in. Right, so he's gone on Ramsdale, Doherty, Gilman, Saliba, Gabriel, Bueno, Rice, Lamina, Gomez, Havertz, Trossard. He's got so forward lines, man. Yeah, that's an 8. You're not going to get 10s on these type of games because of the caliber of the opposition, and plus they're struggling with injuries as well, so that's not helping. just change them, honestly, mate. If you just change them very quickly, if you can try and change it, I'll give you a couple of minutes and then I'll score it. But the rules are the rules, mate. I was at the kickoff when you, mate, don't worry. Because I had him in my 5 to watch, and that was the easy way for me to do this. Because to be honest, I would be struggling for my 5 to watch if I didn't have him in it. I couldn't think. Tommy Doyle maybe would get in there, maybe. But he's a City player, so yeah, for me it's yeah. But hey ho. Right, so let's score the other 2 teams. This was taken part by the Wolves people. So start with Laura. So she has gone with Sarr in goal. Let's just double check that no one's put any injury players in here. No, they're all fine. So we've got Sarr, White, Saka as a left wing back. Interesting. I allow it, so it's fine. Kilman, Saliba, Gabriel, Traore, Doyle, Havertz as the attacking midfielder, Sarabia, and Jesus. Okay. That. Try not to be hard, but I'm going to give it an 8. I don't want to be too mean. Okay. Jeff has gone with Sarr, Doherty, Bueno at left back. Saliba, Gabriel, Kivior. Interesting. Rice, Odegaard, Havertz, Sarabia, and Chiromi. No one will know who that is. That is a youth player at Wolves. He is very talented. I think he's made a couple of appearances for Wolves this season. He looks like he has quite a bright future. I have to be honest though, because of who else you could have chosen, and I suppose I think as he's tied himself into the issue with the forwards, I think he might have done. To be fair. It's looking that way, doesn't it? 1, 2. He's got 5. Yeah, he's obviously gone full in on the Arsenal players, and then tied himself up with the forwards because obviously he couldn't have a Wang, and no one else is available. I think there's another Lamina. Can't think of what his name is. I think it's Noah or something like that. There's another Lamina at Wolves. He could have picked him. Obviously, there's the young Irish lad as well. But I'm going to have to score it as 7. Sorry, Jeff. But yeah, 7 for Jeff. Right. So that's that done. Has Moss managed to change it? Let's have a look. Cool. Yes, change it. Excellent stuff. Cheers, mate. So Sarr, Doherty, Gabriel, Kilman, Saliba, White, Gomez, Rice, Odegaard, Sarabia, and Havertz. Easy and 8. Easy. Yeah, I like that. So yeah, Doherty on the left, Gabriel, Kilman, Saliba. Great back three that would be, to be fair. Gomez, Rice, Odegaard, midfield, fantastic. Sarabia playing as yeah, I'll take that. That's a good 8. Yeah, I was struggling. Yeah, I'll be honest. If you think about it, next week, if I do have time to do the preview, these midweek games are a pain. The Chelsea picking 5 from Chelsea. You spoiled with choice, didn't you? Really, to be honest. Oh god, Colston, the challenge team. Ramsdale, Oh, blimey, you are mad, mate. Moss is failing him. Ridiculous. Yeah, I should have went Lamina instead Gomez. Look, I'll take it either one. Lamina's quality, Gomez's quality, and worth a lot of money as well. DDFC, big up to Dermot. Let's have a look. Hang on, my StreamYard's really weird with the comments today. I do like Mario Lamina. Yeah, Mario Lamina is very good. Played at Southampton. Didn't get a lot of credit, did he? Out there, I have to be honest. But I thought he was good at Southampton, in my opinion. 7. There you go. I'll level you with Jeff. Okay, I think that's fair. Can't wait to see you next week, debate show. Yeah, we're gonna have loads. Obviously, we're gonna go on to Dermot's show. Dermot will hopefully come over to our show as well for our preview. But yeah, so yeah, 7. From next season, I'm going to do Challenge 11 for my match preview. So well, with Carlisle being B11 players. Derek and his other brothers, Derek and Dermot. Brilliant stuff. Right, guys. I'm done. I'm done talking about Derek. God. Right. I'll see. Oh, hang on. I'm just not. I love you, Toby, but I can't even. I don't want to process it through my brain. Right, I will speak to you tomorrow. I will see you. I'm back early tomorrow. Actually, I'm doing Aberdeen versus Celtic at 12:30, and then I'll be back later in the evening for the Wolves Arsenal game. I will do a live match reaction straight after as well. And then on Sunday, I'm doing Rangers versus Hearts. So I'm doing Scottish Cup finals. This God. Okay, fair enough, mate. Oh, to be honest, mate, I've not even done mine, have I? Just realised that. I'm gonna go with what am I going with? I'm gonna go with a 3-1 to Arsenal. 3-1 to Arsenal. I'll definitely agree with that, mate. That means you can cheer on Rangers for a start, for a change. So that's on Sunday. Aberdeen versus Celtic tomorrow, 12:30, and then we'll be back tomorrow night at 7:30 for the Saturday game. I don't particularly like Saturday games, to be honest, but it is what it is. That's TV. Dermot is even doing one. Dermot's trying to give me high blood pressure with a 3-2 Arsenal win. I'll take it though. 3 points are 3 points. Right, guys, I'm out of here. I'll see you tomorrow, 12:30. See you later. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye-bye.